Chapter 1. We must never get so caught up in being nice to everyone that we lose our own identity. When we hear the word nice, our minds immediately light up green. Nice is good. It is something we should aspire to be and train kids around us to be. However, is that true? Let us consider a time when you had to be nice. What did it mean? Say you were going to the house of a colleague you don't like because you think they are egotistical and too much of a show-off. You step out of the car and see this colleague has an ice sculpture of themselves gracing the entrance of their home. Your face colors with distaste, but your spouse nudges you in the side. Remember to be nice. They scold you, causing you to correct your expression immediately. Being nice often entails putting up a dishonest front so that you don't hurt other people's feelings. Can you explain what happens here? You walk up the steps into the house and you shake the egotistical colleague's hand with a smile and laugh dryly at all their jokes. Meanwhile, inside, you're rolling your eyes and wishing you could go home. Is this what it means to be nice? You take what you don't like and force politeness to fit in properly with society. When someone has vastly different views than you do, or is directly insulting a particular culture, people, or profession, and you think they are horrible, you must look at your plate and grit your teeth instead of putting them in their proper place and leaving. Maybe even force a smile to remain nice and prove that you have manners and fit in society. Being well-mannered can be faked in all the guise of being nice, and it is an acceptable practice. Are you beginning to see the downsides of being nice now? It has you watching yourself, second-guessing yourself, looking at the faces of others, and trying to remain acceptable. In the following chapters, we'll learn how detrimental the desire to be nice to everyone can be, and the helpful ways to put yourself first and treat yourself better. One of the biggest traps of niceness is the pressure to stay nice. It's the idea that being a nice person is the same as being a good person. Dr. Aziz Gazipura, Chapter 2. Nothing terrible will happen to you outside the being nice model. You've probably never thought that nice could be a bad thing. Since childhood, it has been embedded in your brain that niceness equals goodness. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Be nice. Santa wants to know if you're naughty or nice. Do you want to be on Santa's nice list? We all grew up this way. It was believed that being nice got you good things: love, acceptance, sometimes even presents. So we learned to swallow our true feelings and put up an act to try to please everyone. There isn't any real punishment if you stop trying too hard to please everybody. Although the decision to bottle things up isn't healthy, it's not to say that it is good to be mean and say horrible, rude things to people and to do as you please regardless of how it hurts others. No, that is not the opposite of nice. Irrespective of what Santa thinks, the opposite of nice is not naughty. The opposite of nice is not nice. When people do terrible things to you and you no longer permit those things and you snap, what do you say? I'm done playing nice. Well, shouldn't that tell you everything you need to know? Essentially, what you're saying is, I'm no longer comfortable not being true to myself and putting myself in severe discomfort just to please other people. Chapter 3. Being not nice is being true to yourself. Being not nice means staying assertive and confident. You are not afraid to voice a contrary opinion, chastise a wrongdoer, or say no. Being nice has you doing the opposite of these things and pretending to be someone you are not. Being nice has caused us to feel unseen by loved ones because we've been playing nice. Your parents don't know that you disagree with several of their core values because you've never told them your views. When they say they love you, you can't help but feel this is a lie because they don't even know you. They see the image of you that you have shown them because you want their approval. In a bid to appear nice, we shelf our true selves and try to adopt an identity that pleases everyone. When you keep playing nice, you're simply molding yourself to fit into the space society has created, forcing yourself to be regular and conform to what the general public says is good. It's unsociable to raise your head and speak when you disagree with what is displayed. We end up being ruled by fear of rejection and a hunger for approval when we play nice. We find ourselves apologizing when in our own right. The urge to be nice to everyone stems from the fear of rejection and a need for approval. Some people won't even be able to make objections and sit in the wrong seat or leave the drink and get a drink somewhere else. This is what niceness does to people. Not nice means that you choose to be polite. You decide to help. You know it is a decision to say yes or say no. So when you do good, it comes from a place of power, a place of will. It is good to be good, but only when it's okay with you to do good. Being nice does not come out of goodness or high morals. It comes out of a fear of displeasing others and receiving their disapproval. It's driven by fear, not virtue. Aziz Gazipura, Chapter 4. Make a conscious decision to establish your boundaries and go after what you want. If you wish to break out of the cage of niceness, it is essential to remind yourself that being not nice does not mean being mean or a downright horrible human being. It just means learning to do what's good for you. Putting yourself first might seem selfish, but you deserve premium treatment. To be free of the niceness cage, you must take 3 steps. Decide not to be nice. Breaking out of the niceness cage is a conscious decision. You have to make up your mind to stand up for yourself, say what you want, and enforce your rights. Do the not nice things that you usually are too shy to try. It's not enough to convince yourself you want to do these things. You have to actually do these things. You should make a list of all the not nice things that would improve you. Work through the internal backlash afterward. After you do these not nice things, you would inevitably end up feeling guilty. You only know this way. It is all that you know. Do not allow the thoughts in your head from years of social conditioning to break your resolve. If you can consistently follow these 3 steps, you will become more assertive, more confident, happier, authentic, and accurate. Being not nice comes with a lot of benefits for you and your self-esteem, ultimately. Once you have successfully done these, you need to focus on 2 essential parts of being not nice. Establishing boundaries. Boundaries are an essential part of living your life as a happy, successful person. Setting boundaries makes it clear to each person what they can or cannot do based on how comfortable you are with them. Going for what you want. Too many of us are afraid to go after what we want, overthinking and worrying about what people think of us or our choices. It is essential to learn not to fear rejection. If you try and get a no, know that you tried. Don't lay in bed thinking about what if. Make a conscious effort to go after what you want. Chapter 5. It is essential to learn to say no, despite what social conditioning on niceness will tell you in life. The inability to say no is a very normal thing in our society. You're rushing down to the elevator. You have 10 minutes left of your lunch break to properly utilize with a donut from downstairs. Your colleague runs up to you just before you hit the elevator with a pile of documents. She dumps them with you. Could you please give these to Bobby down in accounting? Thanks! Your mouth is hanging open as she rushes off back to her office, leaving you there. You don't have much time, definitely no time for a detour, but you can't stop her and say no. You drag yourself to accounting instead and end up missing your lunch break window. By stopping her as she tried to leave and saying no, you wouldn't have been nice, but you can't help being nice. Saying no to things that will ultimately inconvenience you is part of self-development. Another example. A friend asks if they can use your house for a party on the weekend. You know you'll be put out, but you can't say no. That wouldn't be nice. So you end up spending your weekend miserable at a party you don't want. Your inability to say no will have you living your life burdened by someone else. Refusal to stand up for yourself will only lead to a life of burdens and unhappiness. When you say no, it liberates you. You will find that you feel so much freer. That is freedom from the cage of niceness. When you are finally free, you'll look back and wonder what all the fuss was about. You'll be surprised that when you say no, more people will take it in stride than would get upset. More people would say, okay, and find an alternative. You must understand that it is okay to say no when you don't want to and when you can't. To say yes is a choice, not a prerequisite. Did you know? The 8 main areas of self-care include physical, psychological, emotional, social, professional, environmental, spiritual, and financial. Most people don't think about it holistically. Chapter 6. When you are finally free of the social conditioning of niceness, you will find your true self shining through. The results will be undeniable if you can get through the ups and downs of your not nice training. You would be your most faithful, most accessible, and most authentic self. You would have no problem saying no when it's not comfortable for you. You would have no problem saying what you want to say. You won't feel uncomfortable exercising your rights. You would be okay with going after what you want. You would be powerful and assertive, but still kind and polite. The difference is it would be from an authentic and powerful place of choice. When you choose to do what is best for you, you will see a newer version of yourself shine through. By being your true self, you would finally feel seen, and when your loved ones look at you, they will see the real you, not some carefully crafted character you tried to portray. When they say they love you, you would believe them because you know that they have seen who you truly are and love that person. Being true to yourself by being not nice can help you build better relationships based on openness, honesty, and authenticity. It would help you to do better business, be firmer, get more work done, and access performance properly and criticize without feeling not nice. The love would shine through. Discovering yourself will also help you connect better in relationships. Not playing nice and being authentic is the key to building your life the proper way. There is only one you, and the way you think is unique to you, so you should not force yourself to fit into the cast by playing nice. Live true to yourself and be happy. Conclusion. We all consider niceness a good thing, but it's one of the worst things we practice. The conclusion isn't to say that in context, niceness is a bad thing. No, the problem is how we've gone about practicing it. When we hear the call to be nice, it often means shrinking yourself and not upsetting the next person. Time and time again, we are forced to shelf our real emotions and act in a pleasing way to society. This faux niceness robs us of our ability to be our authentic selves for fear of being disliked or disapproved. However, practicing being not nice would make you assertive and decisive while remaining kind. Your authenticity will shine through in honesty, and people seeing this will trust in you and your kindness more than when you play nice, but deep down prefer not to be. If you wish to be your true self, free of society's shackles, you need to start being not nice. Being not nice isn't the same as being mean or naughty. It simply means refusing to curb your true self in a bid to be accepted or loved and doing the best for you. Many people are forced to shelve themselves and do more to please others instead of doing what's best for them. These people believe that this is what it means to be nice, but they aren't being very nice to themselves. It is time to wake up and take yourself more seriously. Be kinder to yourself and prioritize your happiness. Try this. The next time you feel bad after practicing being not nice, make a joke out of it in your mind. You can also take time to do things that make you happy for a change, at least once every weekend.